Hunger can be hard to see in the world's wealthiest nation. But right now, 9 million American children are hungry. As President Joe Biden said Wednesday, as he opened the White House's first Hunger and Nutrition Conference in 50 years, that's a big deal.
So just last week at the United Nations, I talked about commitments we were making to tackle food insecurity worldwide. Because in every country in the world, in every state in this country, no matter what else divides us, if a parent cannot feed a child, there's nothing else that matters to that parent. If you look at your child and you can't feed your child, what the hell else matters?
Hunger is a global phenomenon, and the U.S. is hardly the hardest hit. The latest Global Food Security Index ranks the U.S. 13th worldwide. Finland tops the index, while Syria and Haiti rank last. Biden's conference sets the ambitious goal of ending hunger and reducing diet-related diseases in the U.S. by 2030. On Wednesday, he announced $8 billion in public and private sector commitments, and also plans to increase access to free school meals and expand food-related government benefits for children and families. Funding from Congress is far from assured. Republicans typically favor non-governmental means to address societal ills. Even hunger advocates note that Washington can't do it alone.
But I will say it is a very ambitious goal to end hunger by 2030. There's lots of things that the federal government can do, but it really has to be a joint effort of federal government, state government, local government, corporations, philanthropy, and all of civil society to do this.
And the challenges cross borders. Food insecurity increased during the pandemic and after the Russian invasion of Ukraine.
The pandemic and the war against Ukraine have shown us that global supply chains are very fragile, and that if we're totally dependent on them, that we're putting ourselves at risk. And what we need is more investment from governments and the private sector in regional and local supply chains.
And Springstead said, making food itself cheaper is just part of the challenge.
Economic justice really has to be a pillar here, and increasing the minimum wage to one that is really a living wage, and looking across the country because it can be varying depending on where you live. So that's number one.
For a day, Washington focused on hunger at a time of skyrocketing food prices. Anita Powell, VOA News, Washington.